Alright, hey, it's Meg here. So I'm shooting this vlog before the other vlog, but so I've been doing DoorDash since before the pandemic started. I was so lucky that I had, because before I just started doing DoorDash, I was an Uber driver, okay, and then that all kind of went to crap once the pandemic happened. So I just got really lucky that I had started doing DoorDash just for fun, just to see if I could do it, on the Light Bee mostly. I take my other bikes out sometimes, but mostly I do it on the Light Bee because it's cheaper to operate. So that's what I want to say, and I love riding the Light Bee. Okay, so yeah, but I've been doing it for about 6 months now, and I made a bunch of videos of me like doing DoorDash stuff on my bike, and there's just too much content, and I got this long backlog of videos. So I'm actually just gonna post the final vlog. So the experiment was to see if I could use DoorDash to make enough money to pay off my Light Bee, okay, pretty much, and I did, okay. So that's what the vlog after this video clip is about, okay. This is when I just made I made like more than $3,000 doing DoorDash. Turns out, like, when the pandemic hit, it was like DoorDash was like on fire, dude. Like, we were making a lot of money, so I was able to get that $3,000 guarantee like no problem. so unfortunately, well, I'll talk about it in the video. You guys will see. Okay, so this is it's August now. So I've been doing DoorDash for about 6 months now, and I'm still doing it. Okay, I haven't gone back to the Uber yet, and then now we got all these crazy California laws happening now, and so I don't really know what's gonna happen to DoorDash, Lyft, and Uber. So it's kind of sad. They might need to shut down in California, and it's like, well, I'm gonna be out of a job. So I'm kind of collecting unemployment right now, so it kind of helps pay the bills on top of what I'm making with DoorDash. But DoorDash has been pretty good to me. Some days are better than others. Coming home with flat tires and stuff, oh man. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it a whole lot. It lets me get out there and ride, So that's one thing I couldn't do with Uber. I couldn't go out riding, so that's why I like doing DoorDash. Sometimes I get to go cool places, meet cool people, and find cool restaurants, stuff like that. So anyway, so the next clip will be the kind of final vlog, or the end of experiment vlog. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to try to get some more DoorDash videos out there. I'm going to have what's called Hades Omega DoorDash Shorts. Okay, so Hades Omega kind of captured a lot of like dashing that I did, and but the videos they're just so long. It takes a long time, and I know Hades Omega doesn't have a lot of time to sift through all those videos because he's always making new videos. Okay, so but I have a bunch of short clips that I take whenever I go out door dashing, like some interesting stuff, like me jumping off of loading docks and riding through walkways and stuff, or riding my impulse fast through the freeway or whatever, so I will be posting some what's called Hades Omega DoorDash Shorts in the future, okay? Because I got a bunch of teeny tiny little clips that, just kind of show what it's like while I'm door dashing, the fun stuff. Alright, Hades Omega, enjoy. Alright, hey, Hades Omega here, and so I just got back from a ride. That's why I got my
riding pants on. I went out for a fun ride this time for once during the quarantine, and there was like a lot of people out there. A little too many people, I would think, but it is a weekend and the weather's really nice, so everybody just wants to go out, I guess. People are getting restless, so supposed to be staying at home, but whatever. Hades may go out anyways. So anyway, so yesterday I just passed 400 deliveries on DoorDash. So that's what this video is about. It's part of my DoorDash adventure vlog, and I'm pretty much finished with it already. I'm still gonna make some videos here and there, but yeah, I just want to give like the whole DoorDash experience, and I'll throw some Uber in there, you know, because since I'm an Uber driver also, and then all this about all this stuff going on during the apocalypse is what's has really changed how I make my money right now. So yeah, I got a text from DoorDash yesterday. Let me go pull that up. Boom. Okay, so if you remember at the beginning of this whole DoorDash adventure thing, there was this guarantee that if you made 400 deliveries in like 90 days, you'd get $3,000. You're guaranteed to get $3,000. Well, Hades and Mega just made 402 deliveries yesterday in 45 days, and I made $3,081.92. So what does that mean? That's more than the guarantee amount of $3,000. Keep dashing to see how much more you can earn. So Hades Omega doesn't get any money because I made more than $3,000. So that's how it works. There was either two things I thought it would be. It would either be you do the 400 trips in 90 days and you get $3,000 bonus, or you get the difference basically. So I think it's the second one. You get the difference of the $3,000, which is nothing because I made more. I made $81 more than $3,000. So, but that's to tell you the truth, I hadn't expected to do this much DoorDash, okay? I did it. It says I did it in 40 days, so I was like, I was doing a lot of deliveries, 402 deliveries in 45 days. So I did it in half the time. I think half the time, dude. That's crazy, right? Yeah. So you could totally do it in half the time if anybody could do it. But to tell you the truth, it's become my primary source of income now, because of the apocalypse, the coronavirus. So. If you guys don't know, Hades Omega is an Uber driver, and I make my money by driving people in my Prius. And Hades Omega is not playing around with the Light Bee or DR650 or my Impulse. I'm out there driving people around, and well, it just like ever since all the quarantine happened in the United States, every week it's just been like. Less riders. I've been making less money every week, less money. Until like I'm almost making nothing with Uber. So I think it's kind of like a blessing that right before the quarantine happened, I signed up for DoorDash just for fun. I did it just for fun, to tell you the truth. And actually, if you think back to the first video, I was gonna try to do Uber Eats on the Light Bee, and they wouldn't let me. Because like Uber is, they're so strict. DoorDash is just like, hey, you sign up and you could use any vehicle you want to get the job done. They don't care because they don't do any kind of vehicle inspections. As long as you deliver the food from point A to point B, you're good to go. So they don't really care. The liability stuff is a lot different with the DoorDash. That said, I don't know how the liability works with DoorDash yet. I might make a video about that. I know Uber has several layers of insurance. So you got your own insurance, you got Uber's insurance. When you're logged in, you have the Uber insurance, and then when you're driving people, you have another insurance. It's like even like higher, because you're driving other people. There's more liability involved. type of thing. And then I think that's it. There's another insurance for when you're going to pick up the passenger. So you don't have the passenger yet, but you're going to pick them up. You get a different kind of insurance. It's confusing, but hey, you're supposed to have insurance anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know, whatever happens, happens. You know, and that's why you got insurance. So yeah. Is that what I'd like to say? DoorDash, I'm not really sure how that happens. If you get in an accident or something, I'm pretty sure it's on you. It's on you and your insurance. So the DoorDash ain't gonna pay squat. I think that's what I think. But I will look into that and I'll make a separate video on that. But yeah, so I feel like I'm kind of blessed that I just went and did this for fun, you know, and then it's become my primary source of income for now, you know. Like, I still want to go back and do Uber driving. I still like doing both, you know. But to tell you the truth, if I had to choose between the two platforms, Uber Eats and just Uber Eats, just the food delivery for Uber Eats and the DoorDash is more profitable. I actually kind of like the Uber Eats app better than the DoorDash app. The DoorDash app, it's like, it tries to hold your hand too much. When you go pick up a delivery, if there's like more than one item, a window will pop up and say, make sure you got 2 of them. It's like, you know, and I'll tell you now, half the time when you're picking up food, you can't even see what one is like, sometimes you don't even know what the hell you're delivering, you know, like, I don't eat a lot of Indian food, you know, so I don't really know much about Indian food, so it's like, I don't know what, like, whatever, you know, chicken tikka masala, you know, that kind of thing, you know. I wouldn't know how to differentiate that from something else, you know. And most of the time, the food is covered up, it's in the package, it's like, oh, how the hell, you know, the only way to really know, if you really want to make sure, if you can actually open the bag and look at it, ask the person at the restaurant, like, hey, is this what this is, you know? Or at the very least, count how many items are. Like, if it says there's 5 items, make sure there's 5 items in the bag. If it doesn't look like it, ask the restaurant, you know? But, like I said, half the time, they seal it. Nowadays, they get the bag, and they seal it with a sticker, so you can't open it anyways. Because I guess they're having problems with drivers, like, opening the food and... Or not opening the food, but like if the bag was open, you know, eating people's fries and eating this and eating that, like, that's stupid. Why would you do that, you know? Would you want somebody eating your food, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of like, what the hell, dude? But people are doing it, so, you know, people are freaking people, I swear, dude. Hades Mega would never do something like that. But I'm not gonna lie, not on the motorcycle. I cannot smell the food on the motorcycle. But when I deliver food in the car, oh, dude, I'm telling you, like, pizza, chicken wings, dude, it smells so good, and you're hungry and tired, and you want you want to eat it. So I mean, I can kind of get it, but it's just like, why? Don't do that, you know? Go get your own food. So that kind of thing. So that being said, between the two apps, I like the Uber Eats app because it kind of holds your hand less. Basically, the Uber Eats app, when you get there, you say you're there, and then you pick up the food. And then, like, if you want to check what's through the thing, you can press a button, and then it brings the item menu up, and you can look at it, you know. But you don't have to go through each item saying, I got this, I got this, I got this. No, it just says, like, these are the items, and then you swipe deliver, and then that means you got it all, you know. So yeah. If you say you got it all and you took it, and then you're missing some stuff, that's your fault. But like I said, if the restaurant seals up the bag, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't break the seal and count everything because it's supposed to be sealed. So if in that situation, the restaurant is at fault. So if McDonald's forgot to put forgot to put an extra small fry in the bag, you know, well, McDonald's seals the bag up, so there's no way I can know what's in the bag, you know. They prepare everything already, so it's not your fault that you're missing that item because McDonald's was the one that assembled that item and they sealed it, so you can't check it anyway. So it's not your fault. That would be your reasoning if DoorDash was gonna come after you for something. Yeah. So what do I say? You can make more money doing DoorDash. Uber's has like no incentives. There's like no incentive to drive anymore. There's no incentive to drive for Uber. Before they used to have these bonuses. Oh, do X amount of trips, and we'll give you this much money. Now they don't do that anymore because they were losing money, I guess. So and drivers were getting rich off of that stuff. That's what I call the golden days of Uber right there. So, yeah, and. Yeah, Uber don't do it anymore. Now they have a thing where like you do a certain amount of trips and you get they reduce the amount of money they take from you for the fee, the Uber fee, and then they just kind of stopped doing that now. I guess well because of the whole coronavirus thing. I guess I don't know, but and then they have these if you do a certain amount of rides like within a time period. You get like a certain status or something. Like Hades Omega's a platinum Uber driver right now or something. I think the only one higher than that is like diamond or something. But it's like these little incentives that like before they used to give you free food. They used to give you a cookie and a drink at Subways, and then I guess so many drivers were going to Subways getting it. Subway said no more. So I don't know. Uber had some kind of deal with Subways going on there, but too many people took advantage of it, and that's what happens, But it was nice that Uber offered like free food and stuff. That's a great incentive. But it would have been nice if more places did that, like Subway's offered like a sandwich or like a cheeseburger at McDonald's, something like anything, It's nice to be able to have like incentives like that, The only place Hades Omega has ever worked for where they feed you is the Army, That's what I loved about the Army, man. They fed you, and they fed you well. They have what's called the DFAC in the Army, the dining facility. So Hades Omega loves going to the DFAC, I'll tell you that. I like the Uber app better, but you can make more money with the DoorDash app. So I'm going to continue to deliver food with the DoorDash app. Plus, you can drive whatever vehicle you want. They don't care. So if I feel like driving another car, another bike, like if I want to ride the Impulse one day or the KLR, then I can do that, I don't have to go to do an inspection for my car or bike or whatever, so that's what I like about DoorDash. It's more flexible. It's even more flexible than Uber Eats, but like I said, the app is I don't like the app very much. And you have to like schedule a block that you're working, but you can still end your dash whenever you want. It's just more difficult. Uber, it's just like turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. It's like a pager, like I'm on call, I'm off call, I'm on call, I'm off call, that type of thing, So Uber is just a lot simpler in that respect, And DoorDash has like zones, like areas you can work in. So like there's a San Jose one for Hades Omega. That's the one I normally work. There's Milpitas, that's north of San Jose, and then there's west of San Jose is Santa Clara. Yesterday. Here's a little thing. I worked in Mountain View yesterday because their peak pay was $6.50. Can you believe that? $6.50. I'll show you some pictures of like how much money I made. But anyway, I drove to Mountain View just to get that $6.50 peak pay, and I made like $130 or something by the end of the day. But it kind of sucked at the end. At the end, like I didn't really have any deliveries, so I don't know what happened. It just stopped all the way. They're probably just like, you're making too much money, Merlin, or that's it, no more. I don't know, man. But yeah, sometimes it'll be like that. Sometimes it'll be like boom, 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 delivery after delivery, and then sometimes it'll be you're just waiting around for 10, 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes trying to get like a delivery. That's one thing that pisses Hades Omega off, is just waiting around, not making money. Like, I'm out there to make money. I'm not there to just sit around. It's nice to get a break every once in a while, It's nice to take a 5-10 minute break. But yeah, if I'm out there to make money, I want to be making money the whole time, I don't want to be wasting my time. Especially, another thing is the restaurants. There's nothing you can do about it, but if you go to a restaurant and the food's not ready and you have to wait for it, you're not making money waiting there for the food, If you go there and you pick it up and you do the delivery right away, that's the most efficient, because there's no downtime. There's no time that like you weren't doing anything. You weren't doing any work. You were working the whole time. But you have to sit there and wait for it. I mean, yeah, I guess it's nice to take a little break every once in a while, but if you think about it, if you're there, you're waiting for them to prepare the food. They don't. You could have been doing another delivery that had been ready to pick up and then deliver that one in that amount of time. So is what I'm saying. So yeah, if it's the restaurant that screws you most of the time, dude. But yeah, if you can get one where you go there and like if there's like freaking 10 DoorDash drivers at the restaurant you're at, you're kind of screwed, It's up to you if you want to unassign that, but your completion rate goes down, and then you have to go find something else to deliver. So you waste gas or electricity trying to get to your. Well, we'll just call it miles. We'll call it miles. You waste your miles trying to pick up another delivery, So that's what kind of sucks. That's what kind of sucks about working during peak times. Because during peak times they need a lot of people, because a lot of people want to make that extra bonus money. So a lot of people go out there and they ride. They deliver. So during the peak times, you're gonna run into a lot of other DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub. All those other drivers. That's the most time during peak pay. But that's the best time to work, peak pay. So you'll make so much money. But it's everyone's just trying to get a piece of the pie type of thing. So yeah, and I've seen people deliver DoorDash like on bicycles, those rent-a-bicycles like the lift bikes, those scooters, those scooters that you rent. I guess you can buy your own too. I guess that would be a good way to do it if you can get one of those electric scooters that would have some decent range, more than the Light Bee. Yeah. So I'm gonna go talk about the Light Bee. So the main deal for the DoorDash was I wanted to have fun making deliveries on the bike, and more specifically, I wanted to do it on the Light Bee because it was low cost to ride this thing. You don't put gas in it; you just plug it in at the end of the night. It's very efficient. I love riding the Light Bee, doing deliveries on the Light Bee. The biggest drawback is the seat. The seat freaking sucks on this thing, man. I'm trying to find ways to make it more comfortable. I've already put a seat cover on it, and it helps a little bit, But yeah, the seat, dude, it is horrible on the Light Bee. The seat is horrible on the Light Bee, and it's simply because of its design. It's just too narrow, man. It's a dirt bike seat, And if you're to make it wider, it would just it wouldn't be like a dirt bike anymore. So, but I would think invest in some kind of seat cover for your bike. So your booty will take less of a beating during deliveries. That's all I'm saying. That is the worst part about riding the Light Bee for delivery. Because you're out there and most of the time Hazen Mega blazes through all the range, all the battery. I managed to get 30 to almost 40 miles on the Light Bee all the time. So that's about how much miles you'll expect to get if you're not going wide open throttle the whole time. Generally Hazen Mega rides 25 miles an hour. I feel that 25 miles an hour is a sweet spot, and I feel like even if you're going fast, you're just going stoplight to stoplight, and it sucks, you get there really fast and then you stop at the stoplight. If you just do it at 25 miles an hour, you might get there, and they're still waiting. So there's no point in hurrying up. Is what I'm saying. There's some situations where you might want to go a little faster, like if you're trying to beat a green light, or whatever, or you're trying to merge into the left lane. Merging in the left lane, trying to get into the left lane with the Light Bee in the bike lane, it sucks, dude. But I can do it, and you have that power to keep up with the cars and stay in that lane. So that's the only situation I would really get on it, Kind of be careful of where you're going at the Light Bee, where you're going and when you're going, type of thing. When you're low on charge, you should be really thinking about heading home. When you get up to about 30% charge, look at how far you are from home. Because if you're far from home, you better start heading home. You might as well just think, can I do one more delivery? Should I should I pause my dash, go home, and pick up another bike, or or just end my dash and just go straight home? That's when you got to make that call around 30% charge. And 30%, that's probably more. That's like 20, 25 miles, something like that. That's how much that range is. So yeah, be careful how far you're getting away from home because you need to get home. Don't be like Hades Omega. That one day where I had to walk home 4 miles to get home because my bike ran out of power. The good thing about the Light Bee is it's light and you can push it. But yeah, it's too bad you can't just throw it on a bike carrier. I don't think I could lift like 100-something pound bike and throw it on the bike carrier, but yeah. So man, no, that would be a good idea, just to throw it on a bus and then go riding. So, but anyway, yeah. So just be careful of like where you are, and once you get low on rage, head on home. If you're like far away from home, just start heading home, type of thing. You can also, like I said, when you pick up when you accept a delivery, you can actually see where you pick it up and where you're going. And then you just look at the map and look at where you are and look at kind of figure out, orientate yourself to where your home is, and are we going farther away from home or are we going closer to home? Sometimes Hazen Mega does this a lot. It's a bad habit. Sometimes I'm sitting around waiting for a delivery and one pops up and I hit accept right away. I don't even bother to read it. You get like 30 seconds to look at it. That's plenty of time. To look at the map and see where it's going and all that. Yeah, so yeah, you just want to kind of figure out how far you are from home, type of thing, and when to go home. So there have been times where if I had done one more delivery, I wouldn't have made it home, or if I hadn't have taken that delivery, I would have made it home, type of thing too. So I'm pretty good at judging, we're not making it home. So that being said, 30 miles. Let's say the Light Bee gets 30 miles. That's my guesstimate. I can get anywhere from 30 to 40 miles, depending on the terrain and how fast we're riding with the Light Bee. So that's good for say about 3 hours. Sometimes less, sometimes more. Sometimes I've done 4 hours. So it depends on how far you're going. Really built up areas, so kind of like a downtown area, that's the best place to ride because all the deliveries are really close by, and you can find parking for the Light Bee really easy. The Light Bee, I just park it on the curb, or I park at a bike rack. That's one of the advantages of the Light Bee is it's small and it's about the size of a bicycle-ish, like a big bicycle. You could park it at a bike rack, or on the sidewalk or something. That's what I always do. On a motorcycle, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that on a motorcycle. I mean, I guess you could, but it's just kind of a pain in the ass to get in and out, type of thing. Because Hades Omega does it on a motorcycle too. So, but in most cases, I would just park the bike at a bike rack or right in front of the window to the restaurant, so you can see it. So that being said, the crappy thing about the Light Bee is the lock. You need to lock the Light Bee up. You can't just leave it out there. If you can't see the bike, then lock it up. That's how I do it. So when it's time for me to lock it up, I get my lock and I put it on the disc lock. I use a disc lock or a sprocket lock. That way it'll keep somebody from rolling it away, and they won't be able to start it because they don't have the key. And you can go a step further and either disconnect the battery or turn the breaker off, type of thing. So yeah, so that's enough for the Light Bee. I think it's a great for DoorDash. If you have a Light Bee and you want to do DoorDash, I say go for it, man. It's a great bike. That being said, what I think is a better delivery vehicle